Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Resident Evil theories that might be true. The Resident Evil series is full of crazy characters and storylines, so it's only natural some crazy theories all over the spectrum have popped up, especially due to the popularity of the recent remakes. Be sure to combine your herbs and head to the comments to let us know of any theories we may have missed.
Not good.
Before we continue, we publish content all week long. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Yoked Chris. When we first get introduced to Chris Redfield, he's an average STARS member. Over the years, he's seen some stuff and realized he should probably bulk up. So did Chris become a gym rat? While that's possible, most fans tend to lean towards Chris using steroids to turn into a supernatural buff beast. This would explain why his figure changes from game to game. One game he'll be super small, crazy buff, and just a little in shape. I suppose if he is on the juice, it would explain that boulder punch. Ada lives.
No!
One of the most iconic moments in Resident Evil 2 has to be Ada's death scene, or fake death scene. Once we find out what Ada was truly up to and she's doing her evil villain speech, she gets shot. Despite turning on Leon, he has to try to save her, but just can't. It looks like Ada would have fallen to her death in the Black Abyss. But we see her in future games. How did she survive? Some fans theorize that she somehow landed in some water or on something rather soft. Others think she had her iconic grappling gun and used it to trick Leon into thinking she fell to her death.
Hold on. I think I can...
Moldy Ethan. The mold seems to affect people in different ways, but one thing the mold seems to do to everyone is make them go mad. So why does the mold seem to only do positive things for Ethan and not turn him into a crazy person? Fans have come up with a rather good explanation for this. Evelyn wanted Ethan to be her father, so she is protecting him from turning into a crazy and helping him with his crazy healing powers. The real reason is because the Resident Evil storyline is bonkers. Does Chris not know Ada?
Who are you?
I work here. My name's Ada Wong.
You would think that most of, if not all the characters in Resident Evil would know of each other in some way, shape, or form. In Resident Evil 6, when Chris meets Ada, he seems to know nothing about her. This doesn't seem to add up. After the events of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4, people would know about Ada, courtesy of the Kennedy reports. It could be that Leon didn't mention her during his reports. We know he's still simping for her deep down, and who wouldn't?
She's a key witness. We need her. A witness? She's the one who did all this!
The Duke.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters.
He's a mysterious character that we never really learn anything about, so of course, fans came up with their own thoughts on the bloated merchant. Some seem to think that the Duke is somehow related to Salazar from Resident Evil 4, mainly due to their similar appearance. Others think that he was tested on by Mother Miranda and is what happens when you combine the mold and T-virus. This would explain why none of Mother Miranda's henchmen seem to really bother the Duke as he aids Ethan.
If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks.
Leon the Investigator. I've always thought it was a little weird that Leon was sent to a village full of evil with just one clip and no backup other than the local police. Could it be that Leon actually wasn't sent there to rescue Ashley alone, but was there to gather intel? Could it be possible that Leon is just an investigator meant to locate Ashley while laying low and it quickly went sideways? Maybe Leon was getting intel for Hhunk and his team to come rescue Ashley. I mean, if I was getting rescued by any character in the Resident Evil series, it would have to be Hhunk. Ethan works for Umbrella.
I'm good. It's Mia. She's not dead, she's alive. She's back.
Your average man couldn't survive everything Ethan went through in Resident Evil 7. This seems like something your average Umbrella operative could handle. We never truly know anything about his past, but we do learn a bit about him from a diary in Resident Evil 5. This would also explain how and why he was able to have the courage to go look for his wife alone. While Ethan may seem to be a very dull character put into a horrific situation, maybe there's more to this guy than we originally thought. Ethan is alive.
Tell me what's going on. Where?
The end of Resident Evil Village makes us believe that Ethan is dead, but maybe he's still kicking. We see Rose visit his grave, but we know what he's been through and how the mold gives him super healing. It's hard to believe that this is the end of the character. Another thing that might prove that he's still alive is he can actually be seen while Rose is at his grave. If you're able to move the camera, you can even see his model being used. Maybe there's hope yet.
You're a lot like him, you know?
What are you buying?
Got something that might interest you.
What is with the merchants in Resident Evil being so mysterious? With the merchant being a fan favorite in Resident Evil 4, fans started to theorize on his backstory. One that seems to be most logical would actually explain how he keeps getting ahead of Leon and why he's helping him. Is the merchant Luis's grandfather? Luis mentioned his grandfather used the tunnels throughout the village to get from place to place, so he would know the fastest way to get around. It would also seem Luis and the merchant use the same tunnels as they're always one step ahead of Leon. Chris is Hhunk.
Failure's not an option.
Let's have some fun, people. Like old times.
Move out.
Roger. Okay.
It has been a mystery on who Hhunk is, and fans just want to know who's behind the mask. At the end of Resident Evil 7, we see soldiers drop from a helicopter, donning the same mask as Hhunk. One of the soldiers takes their mask off and gives us their name.
I'm Redfield.
In Resident Evil Village, we're introduced to Chris and his unit once again. While he doesn't have the iconic mask, his team resembles a team that Hhunk would have alongside him. Also, we've never seen Chris and Hhunk in the same room, so it might be true, or just plain stupid. Either way, it's possible. Did you enjoy this video? Check out some other clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.